Most men believe that premature ejaculation is simply a matter of weak control, aging, or bad luck. But what if I told you that timing, especially the way you approach foreplay, can dramatically change how your body responds during intimacy? Many men over 40, 50, and even 60 quietly worry about finishing too quickly, thinking something is broken inside them. The truth is far more hopeful. Your body is not failing you. Your nervous system is simply following patterns it has learned over time. When arousal rises too fast, climax follows too fast. But when arousal is guided with intention and patience, control improves naturally. This is not guesswork. It is rooted in science. The male sexual response is deeply connected to the autonomic nervous system, specifically the balance between the sympathetic system, which accelerates arousal, and the parasympathetic system, which supports relaxation and control. When foreplay is rushed or ignored, the sympathetic system takes over quickly, pushing the body toward rapid ejaculation. However, when foreplay is planned and extended, it allows the parasympathetic system to remain engaged longer, helping regulate breathing, heart rate, and muscle tension. That shift alone can change everything. Dr. Mohit Khera often emphasizes that understanding your physiology removes shame and replaces it with strategy. You are not powerless. You are programmable. Think of foreplay as the warm-up before exercise. No athlete begins sprinting at full speed without preparation, because the body will burn out quickly. Intimacy works the same way. When you gradually build arousal through touch, emotional connection, eye contact, and slower pacing, your brain releases dopamine and oxytocin steadily instead of in a sudden spike. That steady release prevents overstimulation. Many men unknowingly train themselves for speed by focusing only on penetration and performance. Over time, the brain associates intimacy with urgency. This conditioning shortens endurance. The good news is that conditioning can be reversed. By shifting focus toward longer foreplay and deeper connection, you retrain your nervous system to tolerate higher levels of arousal without crossing the point of no return. Even simple adjustments, such as slowing your breathing, relaxing your pelvic floor muscles, and pausing before intensity builds too quickly, begin to reset that pattern. This is not about complicated techniques. It is about understanding timing. When you slow the beginning, you extend the middle. And when you extend the middle, you naturally delay the end. The body responds to rhythm. The mind responds to calm. Together, they create control. And this is only the beginning of what timing can truly do for you. As you begin to understand that ejaculation control is not a test of masculinity, but a reflection of nervous system regulation, something powerful starts to shift in your mindset. Many men focus only on the moment right before climax, trying to fight against it when it is already too late. The real transformation, however, happens much earlier than most people realize. It begins in the first few minutes of intimacy, when your breathing, thoughts, and muscle tension quietly set the stage for everything that follows. The suspense lies here, in this overlooked window of time, because this is where control is either lost or built. When arousal rises too quickly, the body approaches what specialists call the ejaculatory inevitability phase, the point where stopping becomes extremely difficult. But if you learn to recognize the subtle signals before that threshold, you regain authority over your response. One of the most effective techniques is controlled pacing. Instead of allowing stimulation to intensify continuously, you intentionally vary rhythm and pressure. This start and slow method trains your brain to tolerate higher arousal without triggering climax. Equally important is diaphragmatic breathing. Slow, deep breathing lowers sympathetic nervous activation and keeps your heart rate steady. When your breathing becomes shallow and rapid, ejaculation tends to follow quickly. By contrast, when you breathe deeply through your nose and extend your exhale, you send a signal of calm to your body. Another critical factor is pelvic floor awareness. Many men unknowingly tighten their pelvic muscles during arousal, which accelerates ejaculation. Learning to relax these muscles through simple daily exercises, such as reverse Kegels, can significantly improve stamina. Scientific studies show that pelvic floor training enhances neuromuscular control and improves confidence. Confidence itself is not just psychological, it alters hormone levels and reduces performance anxiety. Anxiety is one of the strongest accelerators of premature ejaculation because it heightens adrenaline, pushing the body toward rapid release. By planning foreplay with intention, incorporating pauses, focusing on your partner's pleasure, and shifting attention away from performance pressure, you create a more balanced neurochemical environment. Dr. Mohit Khera frequently speaks about reframing sexual health as part of overall wellness rather than a separate issue. When you exercise regularly, maintain healthy testosterone levels, sleep 7 to 8 hours, and manage stress, you strengthen the very systems that regulate ejaculation. Cardiovascular fitness improves blood flow. Stable blood sugar prevents energy crashes. Quality sleep supports hormone balance. All these elements work together behind the scenes. The suspense many men feel about whether they can last longer begins to fade when they realize that control is not a single trick, but a lifestyle pattern. What you practice outside the bedroom influences what happens inside it. And when you combine scientific understanding with steady practice, you begin to notice something remarkable. The point of no return moves further away, giving you more freedom, more confidence, and more connection than you thought possible. By now, you can see that ejaculation control is not about forcing your body to obey you, but about guiding it with wisdom, patience, and consistency. The real victory is not lasting a specific number of minutes. It is developing a calm, steady confidence that allows intimacy to feel connected rather than rushed. When you approach foreplay as a strategic and caring phase instead of a quick prelude, you reshape your entire sexual experience. You are no longer racing toward an ending. You are building a meaningful journey. This shift alone reduces the mental pressure that often fuels premature ejaculation. When performance anxiety fades, adrenaline decreases, and your body remains in a more balanced state. Over time, this balance becomes your new normal. Healthy sexual habits also extend beyond technique. Regular physical activity improves circulation and endothelial function, which supports stronger and more controlled erections. Strength training helps maintain testosterone levels, which influence libido and mood stability. A diet rich in leafy greens, healthy fats, lean proteins, and antioxidant-rich fruits protects vascular health and reduces inflammation. Limiting excessive alcohol prevents nervous system overstimulation and preserves sensitivity control. Managing stress through meditation, prayer, journaling, or time in nature reduces cortisol, a hormone that can disrupt sexual response when chronically elevated. These are not dramatic changes. They are steady commitments. Dr. Mohit Khera often reminds audiences that men thrive when they take ownership of their health instead of avoiding uncomfortable conversations. Sexual health is not separate from heart health, mental health, or emotional resilience. It is connected to all of them. When you view premature ejaculation as a signal rather than a flaw, you respond with curiosity instead of shame. That mindset alone creates progress. As you continue practicing slower arousal buildup, controlled breathing, pelvic relaxation, and intentional pacing, you may notice that your confidence increases even before your stamina dramatically improves. Confidence changes posture, tone of voice, and emotional presence. Your partner senses that steadiness. Intimacy becomes less about timing and more about connection, which ironically enhances timing even further. Improvement may not happen overnight, but consistency compounds. Each positive experience rewires neural pathways. Each calm response strengthens control. Each healthy choice outside the bedroom reinforces endurance inside it. Imagine looking back months from now and realizing that what once felt like a frustrating weakness has become an area of strength and maturity. That transformation begins with awareness and continues with daily discipline. You are capable of that discipline. You are capable of that growth. And if you are benefiting from our topics, please subscribe, like, and turn on the bell notification so you can see our new videos early.